if you look at it over 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, if you look at our conference, Ohio State's led the conference in wins, and Wisconsin's been solid number 2 right behind them. So just gives you a good level of the success they've had on the field, the consistency they've demonstrated as a football team. I think the one thing about them, whether you look at them, playing wise, they've had good players. The jerseys changed, but they've had good players. They've been well coached, and they typically just they don't beat themselves. They play extremely hard and don't beat themselves. So I think that's really kind of what we're facing this week. And it's interesting, 21 years ago when we got started, we were at the bottom of the league looking up to the top, and they were right at the top. They clinched a Rose Bowl berth against us there. It was their last game, our next to last game. So just put in perspective, that's a challenge that we're facing right now, and we got great respect for their football team. I think everybody knows offensively, very typically, I'll go back to the 80s. They've always been strong up front. They've got a good offensive line, big physical guys that do a good job. They're good at the receiver position and deep at the receiver position. Got a really good tight end that they find very frequently, and makes a lot of good plays for them. Quarterbacks playing extremely well. Fullbacks are good, and they've got as good a running back as we've seen, during our time here. And we've played against some pretty good players. We talk about Barkley, McCaffrey, and name 2 that are doing pretty good right now. So, this guy's really a tremendous football player. Like most teams that are good on win-loss percentage, their defense has been really consistently good, and certainly no exception this year. They've had 4 shutouts and just playing really good defense, giving up the fewest amount of yards in the Big Ten. So you're playing an outfit that's tough to score against. And then special teams, they work hard, well coached, good schemes, and very, very productive, very, very aggressive. So all that on top of going on the road and playing in a really challenging environment, we got a big challenge in our hands, and it's going to take a great week of preparation, and more importantly, we have to play really well on Saturday to have an opportunity to come out on top of this thing.